Ashley, so you have a story this morning on the immigration legislation and a new development as it relates to the cutoff date for the path to citizenship. Tell us what you found.
Sure. So in the deal that's going to be announced next week, every deal has a path, a cutoff date. So it discourages illegal immigrants kind of from rushing to the country to get in on any deal. And this cutoff date is going to be December 31st, 2011. And it's sort of a compromise between the Democrats and the Republicans, specifically Senator Marco Rubio. Senator Rubio had wanted an even stricter cutoff date. He had wanted one from 5 years ago. So it would have been in a 2008 cutoff date. The Democrats had wanted one basically at the end of 2012, and this was the compromise, December 31st, 2011.
Right, and you describe it as a victory for Rubio. You also have a story with Julia Preston that suggests that this is almost done, that all that's left is in the drafting, was the way that Senator Schumer put it. Is that the case, and what can we expect in the coming days and weeks?
Yeah, that is the case. There have been a bunch of false alarms, but it looks like they are actually going to unveil this bill finally next week, probably next Tuesday. And we've seen, as we've written over the past couple of weeks, this bill, it's a comprehensive piece of immigration legislation. There's all these separate moving parts. There's a cutoff date. There's a path to citizenship. There's an agricultural worker component. There had to be a deal between the business and the labor communities. There has to be border security enforcement. And sort of each day or two, we find out they have another part of the puzzle complete. And so it looks like all they have to do is write the rest of the legislative language, and we will see something early next week.
Right. I think you described it as an intricate combination of many interlocking parts. I like that.
Exactly.
Now, let's talk about the path to citizenship for the 11 million illegal immigrants already living in this country. What are the issues there?
Sure. So there is going to be a path to citizenship. Basically, they will be able to apply for legal status or a green card after 10 years, provided they've learned English, paid back taxes, gotten right with the law, and then 3 years after that, they can apply for citizenship. But it is also very important for the Republicans that it not be a special path just for them. They don't think they should be rewarded for breaking the law. And before any path can begin, there have to be certain border security requirements that are in place. So it looks like there's actually going to be both. There's going to be border measurements that have to be met, but the immigrants will be able to apply for citizenship in theory as early up as 13 years.
Thanks so much for coming on, Ashley.
Thanks for having me.